There are multiple reasons following the endangerment of whales and many other marine lives. Pollution, overfishing, bridge construction, boating, the list goes on and on. And yes, it is sad to say that all these different activities hurting our whales are due to humans. Did you know whale hunting has existed for thousands of years? The advancement in technology has led to the raw material of whales becoming very demanding by different countries that were able to use their oil, blubber, and other parts to make various products and goods. For those involved in hunting whales, it became a very competitive profession which rose in the commercial whaling industry and led to even more competition, ultimately increasing the rate that whales were being killed annually. In the past, whales were hunted for their raw materials such as their oil and meat, which was used to make lamp oil, soap, perfume, candles, cooking oil, clothing corsets, and even umbrellas. But despite that huge fact, whale hunting has little impact on our current whale endangerment problem. Climate change is creating a huge threat on our whales. The climate is changing fast, so fast that some whale populations may be unable to adapt. Changes in sea temperature, freshening of seawater, acidification, sea level rise, and the decline of food sources are just some of the many threats formed by climate change, and humans are the reason for these drastic climate change. Scientists agree that today's warming is primarily caused by humans putting too much carbon in the atmosphere, like when we choose to burn coal, oil, and gas, or even cut down and burn forests. Climate change impacts are currently greatest in the Arctic and Antarctic. The bowhead, narwhal, and beluga whales, which live in the Arctic winter year-round, are in danger. Climate change may also impact the areas of the ocean in which whales live, including migration patterns. Boat traffic is a huge effect on whale safety that we don't really hear much about. When a whale is hit by a ship or other vessel in the water, they are likely to die or suffer terrible injuries. Just as cars cause human death and injury on the road around the world, boat traffic is a real threat to whales and dolphins in the water. And the rise in the number of these vessels crossing the sea means deaths and injuries for many thousands of these defenseless creatures.
Also, according to marine ecologists, overfishing is the greatest threat to ocean ecosystems today, and that definitely includes our whales. Overfishing occurs because fish are captured at a faster rate than they can reproduce. Advanced fishing technology and an increased demand for fish have led to overfishing, causing several marine species to become extinct or endangered as a result. That being said, our whale population will continue to decrease as long as we continue to use this fishing method. Marine life is not only affected in water, but also how we treat our community. Millions of tons of plastic material dumped each year in the world's ocean cause a lethal threat to whales. For large ocean mammals, ingestion of plastic material is also emerging as a serious cause of disability and death. In 2008, 2 whales stranded on the California coast were found to have a huge amount of fish nets and synthetic debris in their guts. This all caused due to human activity and the failure of how we mistreat our ocean. Us as humans have to come together and try to end these harmful activities, such as actually using trash cans and not littering on our beaches, that then lead to our marine mammals. We need to learn how to pick up after ourselves and not leave dangerous items such as fish nets that later end up in our whales' guts. We need to stop trawling. Trawling these huge nets through the ocean that scoop up every animal is a threat to our ocean. That results in a massive wasteful bycatch. That means no more whales. Well, they will slowly begin to extinct, and we don't want that now, do we? We also need to be careful as we are exploring the sea in our boats. Possibly advancing our technology to detect marine life would be a huge guidance to ignore harming these creatures. These are just many of the things we can do to save our whales, and we need to get to it.